We didn't expect this stock Precon matchup to be this close.
Strong decks, 1v1, no upgrades. It's going to be a scaling engine versus a quick aggro deck. Just so they can see, I'm playing the Hearthull World Seed as my commander.
I'm going to be playing Chishiro with the Shattered Blade. Odds or evens?
Odds. Always odds.
It's even. I will go first.
Okay, draw 7.
Play a mountain, and I pass my turn.
All right, I draw for turn. I'm going to play a forest card. And I don't think I have any one draw. Actually, I do. I'm going to tap my forest card. And I get this card every time I've played this deck the past 2 times. I'm going to play Exploration Broodship, an artifact spacecraft. And I will pass my turn, my boy.
Draw.
All right.
We're just going to throw down forest. I pass my turn.
All right. I'm going to tap for 2. To play the Sorcery, Nature's Lore. Search your library for a forest card. Put that card onto the battlefield, and then it says to shuffle. I found it, and I'm going to shuffle this part. Down in the comments said that you're playing 1v1 in casual set. You don't have to shuffle your whole deck, so I'm just going to shuffle a little bit.
I'm going to throw a mountain down for my land for turn.
I got water on my card.
We'll tap all 3 and bring out the Agitator Ant. It says at the beginning of your end step, each player may put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control.
Okay.
Go to each creature that had counters put on it this way. We're playing 1v1, so I'm probably not really going to utilize this card's ability because goading is not really beneficial in a 1v1 matchup.
Right.
So
I want to play the land Eumidian Hatchery. When this land is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, I'm going to sacrifice it, which is what this deck wants to do. For each hatchling counter on it, I create a 1/1 black insect creature token with flying. But I'm not going to tap it. I'm going to instead, I'm going to tap for 2. I'm going to tap a skull and a forest to play the Aftermath Analyst. When the Aftermath Analyst enters, I can mill 3 cards, and he has a 1/3 with Summoning Sickness. It's just an artifact, and I will pass my turn.
I'm going to tap 1 in a green and play Rampant Growth. It's a sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card. Put that onto the battlefield tapped, and then I'm going to shuffle.
I feel like I see that card on a lot of YouTube channels.
I'll probably just go get them. Oh, there we go. I got a forest off the rip.
So we kind of want to show slow engine versus aggro in a 1v1.
Yes, I love aggro. Aggro, well,
love it.
I think I love aggro. It's like literally all the decks I have are aggro, not on purpose, but it's cool.
So you gotta say that in your Arnold voice.
I'll be back with aggro. I'll pass my turn.
Okay, I'm going to tap for 4. I gotta pay a life to use this card, and I put a hatchling counter on it. To activate my ability, sacrifice this creature, return all land cards from my graveyard onto the battlefield tapped.
Yeah.
Just because this deck's all about sacrificing, and I need as many as I can get. So she'll die. I only get 2, but still, that gives me 2 that I didn't have. Chad's ramping, baby. We're ramping the mana. I just need some creatures.
We'll tap 2 green and 1 and bring out the Champion of Lambholt. Creatures with power less than Champion of Lambholt's power can't block creatures I control. I am then going to swing at you with the Agitator Ant.
Why would you do that? What does he do?
2.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to my end step.
Tap for 2 to play the Satyr Wayfinder. He's a 1/1. That's all he is. But when I play him, I get to reveal the top 4 cards in my library, put a land card from among them into my hand, and put the rest into my graveyard. Tap for 5, because I have 5 left. Bring out Titiana, whatever, Protector of Adaroth. When she enters, return target land card from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay.
And that's all that I can do.
3 and a red, and I'm going to play an enchantment called Elemental Mastery. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has tap. Create X 1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste, where X is the creature's power. Okay. I'm going to attach that to the Agitator Ant. And he is a 4/4, so I'm going to make 4 elemental tokens.
Token deck doing token things.
I'm going to have to attack you with my Agitator Ant, and then I'm going to attack you with the 4/4 elemental tokens with haste.
I'll block the ant with my Wayfarer.
Okay.
I'll take the other one.
So you're getting hit by 4?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Okay.
On my end step, I am going to put another +2 on my ant.
I'm choosing to not do that.
Okay. So you won't be goaded. And
Right.
then
I'll untap. Play my land for turn. When this land enters, sacrifice it. When you do, search the library for a basic mountain, forest, or plains card. Put it on the battlefield tapped. I gain 1 life. This will trigger my Protector of Athroth. I will now get a token because it was sacrificed. Okay, there's that.
I have an elemental token.
Tap this land. When I tap it, it sacrifices it. Search the library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield tapped and shuffle. Then you can, if you control 4 or more lands, I can untap that land, which I do control 4 or more. So I will tap it. It will then trigger my ability again. So I will have 2 of these 5/3s. Hearthull doing Hearthull things. I'm going to tap for 4. So I got a green. I got a red. I need a black. And then whatever I want, I'm just going to choose a black. Bring out my commander. He's not a creature. Neither of these are creatures. I'm going to tap one of my creatures to not block to put 5 counters to him, which means I can activate his ability if I want to. So going forwards, if I use 1 mana, I can sacrifice a land and draw 2 cards and play an additional land that turn. And with that, I will end my turn.
Back to me. We're going to untap. I want to tap 1, a red, and a green, and play this enchantment, Invigorating Hot Spring. It's going to enter the field with 4 counters on it. And then it says modified creatures you control have haste. That's equipment, or as you control and counters are considered modifications. I get to remove a +1/+1 counter from Invigorating Hot Spring to put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery, and then I'm going to put that on my ant, getting him to +5. We did something wrong. Use my enchantment on the ant and tap him, which means he can't attack because he's tapped. I think I attacked you last turn with him, but I tapped him, so I shouldn't have been able to attack with him. And obviously, since I tapped him, I get to create X/1/1 red elemental creature token. So I want to make 5 of those with haste. So there's 5 of these right here. That's 5 creatures coming to the battlefield. So I'm going to get +5/+5, bringing this girl to +9. 10 right now. She says creatures with power less than Champion of Lambhold, which she's a 10, can't block creatures I control. And then I will attack you with her and 5/1/1 elementals
So
now.
I can take everything.
Yep.
Okay, so what is that?
15.
Okay. This land enters tapped, so I can't do anything with it this turn. It's tapped for 2 black and a green. I will then tap 3 more, which is the mono value I'm choosing.
Oh, fucked up.
To play sorcery, Gaze of Granite, destroy each target non-land permanent with mono value of X or less. That will be 3 or less is what I chose to tap.
Okay.
So anything on the field that's got 3 or less mana goes away.
Okay.
And I don't know what the mono value is of a token creature.
Real quick, I know somebody in the comments is going to get me on this because I did screw up. My Agitator Ant was a 2/2, and it's based off his power, so I really should have created 7 creatures with haste, and she would have been a plus. She would have been bigger than what she was by 2. Permanents, they're not lands. They have a mono value of 0.
Okay.
Since 0. I have nothing.
I'm going to swing my girl at you for 5.
Okay.
So this deck is getting me out lands. I mean, I have quite a few lands out from it. It's doing its thing. It just takes a while to ramp up, man.
Yeah, let's just bring Chishiro out. All I'm going to do is tap, bring out Chishiro, and anything else I can get out here? I don't think so. All right, I'm done.
I will draw for turn, everybody. I'm going to tap for 2 green. 2 green. 2 red. And 3 more.
Something big.
It's not really that big. It's just got good effect if it stayed on the field. Bring out Umanoth, the Locust of Rage. I will play a land, the Escape Tunnel. I will tap it to sacrifice it, which will trigger my ability to get one of these back out. Search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. I'm going to tap my token. He's got 5 to give my boy. Let me know if I'm playing this right, guys. I'm pretty sure this is how you play this card. But give him 5, which gives him 10. He will have flying. He has vigilance and haste. I will tap this land.
Okay.
Enter tap last round. It says when I do it, I sacrifice it, which will trigger all my abilities again. Search your library for a swamp or mountain, put that card on the battlefield, and then shuffle it as it come in tap. This is going to trigger. It's going to give me another dude. So I'll have 2 of these. He won't be tapped, but he'll have Summon and Sickness. And I'll also have, I'm going to tap for 2. I'll pay a life. I go to 17 to play another one. To play the legendary artifact Hammer of Purphagos, it gives all my creatures haste. So I'll attack with, I'm just going to attack with everything then.
That's what I was about to say. I would.
Yeah, I'm just going to attack with everything.
For what?
6, 31.
Okay.
Let me know if I played that correct.
All right. We'll untap and 4. So we'll tap out there. I'm gonna play a sorcery. Draw cards equal to the greatest power of creatures you control, which is 4. And then I may cast a spell with mana value 5 or less from a hand without paying.
There's like so much you got to keep up with in Magic. Oh man, makes my brain
I'll also
hurt.
play my land for turn because I didn't play a land. I didn't really get anything good. I'll play
Put that Black Sun card.
Sheminite Revelation. I'll draw a card for each creature I control, and I'll gain 4 life for each creature I control, which is 1. So I was hoping for like a board wipe there, and I didn't get one. Okay. I only got 1 mana, so this ain't good for you, boy.
You really don't want to do a board wipe because you would lose, because if these die, they automatically do 3 damage to you for each one it dies.
For each one?
Like if you kill
For each elemental that
one
dies?
is 3, one's 3, one's 3. If you kill them at all, like if they get any, it says if they die, period.
I'm gonna lose either way now. Yeah, I'm tapped out. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, so I'll just use my flyer.
And then I'll get pinged to 0. That's it.
Yeah. I thought I thought I was getting destroyed from the first half of the game.
I played a few cards wrong, which I'm slightly upset about. It wasn't enough to kill you early on, but
Bit of difference though. You never know. Just looking at the 2 decks we play, because like you said, usually aggro token deck versus pretty much like an actual like engine that takes a while, like a scaling engine that takes a while to get going. I think if I didn't board wipe Cameron with that 1 card, then I probably would have lost, because you can go back and watch how many creatures he had out versus I think I had 1 or 2, and he was goading me and stuff. I think that the board wipe is what saved me, because once this deck ramps up, especially with how many lands I drew, I think that that's where this deck is dangerous. I think that if you give this deck enough time, it can be deadly. But I still do think without the card that board wiped, I think in a 1v1 setting, I do think that the aggro deck would probably have the advantage in most cases. I do think that most precons, though, tend to struggle with full board removal, because this deck, I'm pretty confident, doesn't have that much board removal, so I kind of got lucky with drawing something like that early on, because I had that in my hand from the very get-go. So I kind of just got lucky with that one, because like I said, Cameron was looking scary early, which is what most token decks do. They look very scary very early.
I know you guys might want to flame me a little bit for not getting Chishiro out earlier, but I didn't really draw a lot of the stuff I drew. I drew it too late to utilize him for anything. I was really trying to use the ant. The ant was my key early on to try to use while I had him out, and the combo with the other girl that couldn't block because of her power. If you're playing against this commander, especially 1v1, you're trying to race to get him. Like if I can get stuff out before you, you're probably screwed. But otherwise, or you board wipe, then it turns the tables. And
thank y'all for watching. Like we said, we're trying to post every week. I'm getting the Lost Caverns. I think it's the Explorers of the Deep deck tomorrow. Got that from TikTok Shop. Shout out. Get that in tomorrow. And then Cameron's also got, which I think you've seen. If you go back and watch the video prior to this one, Cameron played the Clavellino deck, which is also the Lost Caverns. I can't think of the name of the actual deck itself, but we're going to try and do a video where we play Clavellino versus Hawkball from the Murdeck to see like who's going to be better from that set, we'll say.
Yeah, appreciate all the feedback, guys. Drop a comment. I know, like I said, I kind of screwed up the gameplay with the ant. I'm working on still learning how to play in cards and stuff like that. But I do appreciate all the tips you guys put in the comments and stuff. That helps, us a lot with learning. And we're learning on the stack. So appreciate it, guys. Peace out.